Would you believe that these are fake flowers? And the benefit of using fake flowers in your planters is there's no watering, no bugs, and no wilting involved. They look real, they last all summer, and today I'm going to show you exactly how easy it is to create your own no-maintenance planters using fake flowers, and a little secret weapon to help keep them looking fresh all season long. Well, hello, my crafty friends. It's me, Lisa, the DIY Diva. And like I said in the beginning, today I want to show you how you can make some really great looking planters using fake flowers. Okay, so I have to tell you that I have a black thumb. I am a horrible gardener, and no matter how hard I try, pretty much everything that I try to grow doesn't seem to make it. So I decided a long time ago it would be a lot easier for me to maybe consider using some fake flowers for my larger planters out in my garden area, and even hanging baskets. And I have a couple of different ways that I want to show you how you can incorporate some faux flowers into your decorating this spring and summer. Now, depending on what kind of planter you're trying to make, that's going to determine what kind of planter you need. So I have this planter that I got from Dollar Tree. I think I got this last summer, but I'm going to start with this because I'm going to make a hanging basket. So this will be my basket. Next, I'm going to take a styrofoam ball and I'm going to put that inside of the planter. This is where my faux flowers are going to be placed. Now, I found it easiest to use a scissors so that I could make the hole a little bit larger in the styrofoam for each of these fake plants. Now, I got these on Amazon, and I'm going to be using a lot of artificial flowers. Actually, everything I'm going to be using in this video is artificial flowers. So I will leave links in the description box below in case you wanted to check them out for yourself. But back to this planter. So what I did was I secured the styrofoam into the planter itself. Then I used some similar fake flowers to fill in any empty spaces and make this look really full. I decided not to use the hanger that came on this basket, so I'm going to be using this Dollar Tree plant hanger, and I'm going to secure it in place. Now my planter is pretty much done. Now, even though it's super windy outside, I did decide to go ahead and hang this outside, and I think it looks great. This is definitely a very easy way to add some color to your garden or your porch or your patio, and you don't have to worry about watering it. And because the color of the flowers is so vibrant, I do have a secret weapon that I'm going to share with you in just a little bit. But for now, just look at the beauty that this basket gives my patio. Okay, now for the next planter, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to actually take some plants that I've had for so long, and I have completely neglected these fake flowers. You can see they're looking pretty sad, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray paint them. I know spray painting flowers sounds horrible, but any type of flowers, whether they're fake or real, are very expensive. So I happen to have a can of red spray paint, and I put them into a bin that I had wrapped with some chicken wire to help hold them in place. And then I just spray painted all of my fake flowers. I started off with these little flowers. And then I worked up to some red geraniums that I had. And these at one time were actually really pretty. And believe it or not, these were UV protected. But year after year of being outside and neglected, the sun really took a toll. But I think this will definitely give a little bit more life into these. Now, I also bought some new geraniums, and yes, I did find these on Amazon, and the red is so vibrant. Oh my gosh, it is just so pretty. But I know as soon as I put these outside into a planter, they're going to start to fade. So before that happens, I told you I had a secret to help protect the flowers, and believe it or not, this is my secret weapon. So this is 303 Aerospace Protectant. It will help to protect the flowers from fading, and it also gives a really nice finish without looking shiny. I think this looks way better than a matte spray paint or a UV spray paint protector. And it's so funny, I learned about this 303 spray because the place we bought our hot tub from, they said to use this on the hot tub cover, and that will help protect it for years. So I thought, I wonder if I could use this on my flowers. And sure enough, you can use it on artificial flowers. So I gave my flowers a nice protecting layer of the 303 protectant, and I even did the flowers that I spray painted. Now for these planters, these are right in front of my home. So I have used real flowers here in the past, but this year I'm going to make it easier on myself, and I'm just going to be using the fake flowers. And it's been my experience that if you're going to do something like this, if you fill the planter with dirt, it makes it a lot sturdier, and regardless of how much wind you get, it will actually help to keep the fake flowers in place. Now, if I really wanted to get a beautiful full look, I probably would have taken all of these red flowers and I would have put them into one pot. But I wanted to see if I could spread these out and use it on either side of my garage. So first I did one planter, and then using the new flowers, I did the second planter. So the red flowers are definitely the bigger blooms that are going to be in these planters. Next, I wanted to come back with a different color just to give it a little something extra. So I found these white flowers. These actually were from Hobby Lobby. I bought these florals when they were 40% off. And this is 2 bundles of flowers, and I just pushed those down into the center, and I just separated the white flowers in between the red flowers. Next, I had these smaller white flowers, and I used these at the base. I think it looks really nice when you have different sizes of fake flowers or artificial greenery that you're adding to a planter. And once I was done with the first planter, then I moved on to my second planter. Now this is the planter that I filled with the artificial flowers that I had spray painted. Actually, from a distance, it doesn't look that bad. Adding in the different colors, the white flowers, I think really elevates this look. So if you're going to be doing planters like this, you want to have your bigger flowers towards the center, and then you're going to fill in around with the smaller flowers. And if you use different textures, it will help to make it feel more natural. You can also add some trailing greenery. It makes it look like it's actually growing out of the pot. I didn't have anything that I could use for a trailing type greenery to my planters, so I'm happy with how these turned out. I think they look really nice at the front of my house, and the best part about it is they are zero maintenance after this point. Now, I also wanted to show you that you can do this in a garden area or someplace where you might have flowers, but if you're like me and you don't have a green thumb, that's okay. All you have to do is take a planter pot and then fill it with some dirt. And you can add just greenery. So I found these ferns on Amazon, and I had these other ferns. These were older ones that I've had for a long time, but I put one of the older ferns in on the bottom. Then I came back with the new fern and put that onto the top. And I think you can see it is like super windy at my house right now, but by having the planter full of dirt and then pressing the plants down deep into the dirt, it really does secure them in place. And so far, these plants have not blown away. It seems like the wind always knows when I'm going to be outside filming, and it gets super windy. I don't understand why. Now, just like the other arrangements that I have done, I did use the 303 protectant on my ferns as well. The older ones, well, they probably could have used this a couple of years ago, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and give them a nice coating of the 303 protectant, and this will help to keep them from fading in the bright Colorado sun. See, you don't necessarily have to have a green thumb. You don't necessarily have to have a garden planted with lots and lots of different flowers. For myself personally, I'm incredibly busy and I don't have a lot of time to take care of plants or flowers or basically anything that I would grow in a garden because I am not very good at it. So this is an excellent alternative if you're someone like me that isn't very talented with living plants. I have someone that I work with that if she watched this, she would be laughing so hard at my fake plants in my garden. She is very talented and very good with plants. I, on the other hand, am not. So this works best for me. It didn't take me any time at all, and basically just like that, I've got a bunch of realistic, low maintenance planters that will stay looking amazing all through the spring and summer. There's no watering involved. I don't have to worry about stressing out over my plants, and I know the deer won't eat them either. Now, if you love easy, affordable DIYs that don't require a green thumb, make sure to like and subscribe and stick around because I've got a lot more faux flower ideas and Dollar Tree hacks coming your way.